What does that mean, guys? It's your boy TC back with another video. So we're talking transfers yet again, and we've been linked with yet another player, and this time it's a midfielder, a young French midfielder named Yacine Adli, and essentially he's a highly rated young player who currently plays for PSG, but he is currently refusing to sign professional terms with the club since he's only 17, as well as the fact that he's actually played under Unai Emery. Unai Emery gave him his first team debut for PSG, the last game of the season, last season away to Cannes. So essentially, Unai Emery is basically aware of this particular player. He is aware of what he possesses in terms of talent and skill. And as I said, he's a highly regarded player throughout Europe. And as well as the fact that Stephan Lichtsteiner as well has been saying positive things about this particular player, according to reports that are actually coming out. So as mentioned, he's certainly a midfielder who can play pretty much anywhere behind the strikers. He's also been described as a Rabiot 2.0, who is also PSG's other prodigy who came through the ranks. But essentially, I do believe he can certainly be better. From what I've seen, from what I've read, he's an absolutely fantastic talent and a prospect. So I've got a few questions really that I would basically want to put forward to you guys, and I will certainly be telling you what I think in regards to these particular questions. The first one will be, will he get game time at Arsenal? That's going to be very debatable, but according to reports, they are suggesting that he has spoken with Stephan Lichtsteiner as well as Emery in regards to the amount of game time that he will be getting at Arsenal, and he has been promised some kind of game time. Do we know if he's going to be part of the first team on a regular basis? That is an answer we don't currently have at the moment. But reports are suggesting that he's been reassured that he will certainly get some game time if he was to move to London. And the second question really would be, what happens to some of the young players that we currently have within the squad, or the players that we saw make a breakthrough last season that would like or will be able to play in similar positions that Adli will be able to play? So I am referring to Willock as well as Maitland-Niles. Of course, we saw Maitland-Niles play a host of positions last season. Played a right back, left back. He played in the middle of the midfield. So he is fairly versatile in that sense. Very disciplined footballer. So he can certainly just slot into any particular position. He kind of reminds me of, I may get some flack for this, but he kind of reminds me of a James Milner type of player who can pretty much just play anywhere he's asked to play, which is not a bad thing to have within the squad. Essentially, you will need some sort of versatile player, and I do believe Maitland-Niles is a great candidate for that moving forward. But the question is, again, what happens to these young players that we saw sort of breaking through last season? They are obviously expecting to be kicking on, but of course, if we end up buying younger players or players of a similar age, then that obviously threatens their position within the squad, and they may want to leave the club, as we've seen with the case with Adli, who obviously knows he's not going to get a lot of game time at PSG. Of course, the situation with a lot of these rich clubs essentially is that they always buy in talent, best talent around. If they've got the money to spend, they will go ahead and purchase that particular player they are after. So let's assume if he is going to be getting game time, bar from injuries or suspensions as such, whose place is he going to take within the squad? It's a very difficult question, because we don't know if he's going to come to the Premier League and actually perform. And if he walks into the Arsenal team, whose place is he going to take? We've obviously got Ramsey. We've also got Xhaka in the middle of the midfield. We also have the likes of Jack Wilshere, whose contract situation is still outstanding. We'll make a video on that shortly. But is he going to get a place in the team, even if he is performing highly in training? I don't think he will certainly get a starting place, but yet to be seen. The manager seems to know him, and I do believe if it's his player he is bringing in, he will certainly favour his own player. And another key question I'd like to put forward to you guys would be, if it comes to the Premier League, signs for Arsenal, performs. We do know this has happened countless times where players come to Arsenal, play for Arsenal, use the club as a stepping stone to get to the next level. Of course, it is career development. If I was in a similar position, if I was being offered to sort of move to a new job and at the same time get a promotion and achieve more in terms of my career goals, then as a human being, I'd certainly take that option. But in terms of football, that is kind of different. Of course, a lot of fans expect a little bit of loyalty in terms of being a footballer who plays for a club. If you play for them for a number of seasons, then some fans expect some loyalty. I personally expect some loyalty from football players. As unreasonable and hypocritical as that sounds, I do expect some form of loyalty. So would Arsenal be able to keep hold of him if it does come to the Premier League and perform absolutely well? That would be the key question moving forward. Of course, he is a fantastic young talent, emerging talent, and I do believe he will certainly be a world-class player within the future. So as usual, guys, please do let me know what you think in the comments below. If you are watching this video and you're not subscribed to the channel, please do make sure that you do hit that subscribe button. So once again, guys, it's your boy TC from I'm Gonna Talk TV, and I'm out.